Now, as you can see, this client does not need a haircut. Okay, it looked like he just got his haircut, but the hair on his head isn't his. Okay, so that's the kicker right here. So right now, my client does have a man weave or a man unit, whatever you want to call it. It's where you like glue down weave on top of your head, so it could look like you have a full head of hair. You know what I'm saying? Now, this client also went and got the surgery done where they like put hair follicles on your hair or whatever. I don't think that it turned out exactly how he wanted it to be, so he went and got this done just so it can look as full as possible. Now, I didn't apply this. I don't know how to do it yet. I always wanted to learn. Maybe one day I'll like take a class and show you guys whatever. If you're interested in watching me learn that, let me know. But so basically, what he does is he goes get this done. I don't know how often, but I just know that he comes to me every week. He comes to me once a week, basically to just keep it maintained. So he basically can keep it looking fresh as possible, so he doesn't have to get it changed so often. So I figured it'd be a cool idea to just show you guys, you know, how I maintain his man unit that's on the top. So if you are new here and this is the first video you're watching of mine, please hit that subscribe button. We are on the way to 100K subscribers. I want to hit that 100K soon. It's just a goal that I want to hit, especially if you're doing YouTube for a long time. So if you guys can help me reach that goal, I would greatly appreciate that. But yeah, so basically what we're doing is just like a mid to high fade. As you can see, this doesn't take much work at all. Okay, we are just gonna blend his hair as much as we can into that man unit. Now you can start to differentiate his hair between the man unit hair, because the man unit hair is very shiny and his isn't. So you can see that the fade at the top of the fade, only some of it is his hair and the rest of it is the man unit. So my job as a barber is to make his hair blend in as much as possible with the man unit. But then again, there's only so much you can do as a barber. Being that he comes to get his hair cut every week, it's not really much hair to fade in. You just gotta fade what's there. So I'm gonna try to show you guys exactly how I get it to look as good as I can, because there's not much I can do. It's not much room or hair to work with. So I'm going to show you guys what I do with this canvas. So basically, after blending that area in from his hair to the man unit, all I did was the lever open to set my first guideline, and then use the zero guard and kind of just play with the lever on the clipper to try to get it to blend in as much as possible. It's not really much room for error, and it's not really much room to stretch out the blend or make it look better, like if it was all his hair. If this was all his hair, this haircut would be way different. It would look way different, and it really wouldn't be as hard at all. Ooh, that voice crack was crazy. But it wouldn't be as hard at all because it'd be all his hair. So right now, all I can really say is that you just gotta have an eye, like, to blend the hair in. So you can see I'm like doing detail work and stuff now, but all I use with the lever open and the zero guard, and I kind of let it fade itself almost into the man unit. I don't really like try to overplay my part or try to do the steps that I usually do, because if I really did the steps that I usually did and use that two guard up into that man unit, then it would mess up the whole cut. The man unit would probably start lifting off on the sides and everything, and that's not what we want. I'm pretty sure the client doesn't want that either. So all I can do is just use my eyes and make sure I can get a good as blend as possible on those sides, and try to keep that, the darkness on top of the fade to where it looks like his natural hair is the hair on top, even though, to the naked eye you can't really tell, but if you look hard enough, then you could be like, oh, okay, you got a man unit done, that's what's up. But yeah, my client is cool with me explaining like this whole process and stuff. He was cool with me filming it and bringing it to you guys. But yeah, I just thought it was cool to show you guys like the process of me trying to keep up, another person's man unit for them. So now it's time for the hairline part. I did basically all the prep that I can. Now, when doing a man unit, this isn't his hairline, right? So I'm not really barely cutting any hair off, because there's only a certain amount of room for error that you have when cutting a man unit. Now, some of this, like towards the vertical bar areas, that is his natural hairline, and you can like see the difference. But like I said before, when I'm lining up the front of the man weave unit, it's not like I'm barely cutting any hair off, because it's fake hair and it's all on top of like this plastic piece that lays down on his scalp. So I'm just trying to be careful as possible, but also giving him the crispiest look that I can. And I'm not going to use color enhancement on here. I'm going to use fibers just to give it that more natural look. I want to try to make it look as natural as possible by using the fibers instead of the color enhancement. Now, if I use the color enhancement, it'll be just as shiny as the man unit, and the whole thing would just look fake. So by using the hair fibers, it kind of mattes, like gives it a matte look instead of it being so shiny everywhere, which makes it look more natural. You guys will see after I give him like a natural lineup how I do the fibers and try to make it look as good as possible. So after applying the hair fibers, I'm just gonna go over this lineup more than once, and then we're gonna use the razor to clean up all of that dried up hairspray on his forehead, along with the dried up hair fibers that's on his forehead as well. So you guys will see when I get done with the cut, the forehead is going to be clean, basically free of all of that residue. And also the white residue that you guys see is just hairspray. It's just cleaned off with the razor, so it's like a layer of hairspray. When I clean the client off with aftershave and apply some oil sheen after the end of the cut, all of that goes away. It just looks like some well moisturized skin. So I never show that part because leaving it dry makes it look crispier. So that's the crispiest it can be until you use the aftershave. Then the crispiness effect goes away, but it's still a clean cut. It's just not as crispy. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to do right now. As you can see, I'm using the razor, and all of this white stuff that's about to come off is just residue from the hairspray that dried up on his forehead. Also, I forgot to mention to you guys, if you're interested in making your own content, being your own content creator, I do have a viral content course for you guys. It's the first link in the description down below. You can click that and it'll take you to my viral content course. Basically, I teach you everything I know. It's a 2-hour long video for each, whether it's for short form content or long form content. I can teach you basically everything I know to get where I'm at right now. So if you guys like my content, or if you're just interested in making your own content, it works for any niche. The formula that I teach, it works for any niche. So whatever you do, if you want to make content for it, this will work for you. Also, I do have merch for you guys. You can go to wavykcab.com or hit the first link in the description as well. It takes you to it as well. Either way, if you want some merch, you can go shop and get some of those. But yeah, just wanted to plug myself in, you know what I'm saying?